demon.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Gio.
I'm Chris.
We are here today at literally we just found this place randomly, and it's a bridge, another bridge video. This one's called Dead Woman's Crossing Bridge, where there's numerous stories. Honestly, it's basically considered an unsolved murder mystery, I guess you could say.
Unsolved murder case.
So this bridge is located in a small town here in Oklahoma. Again, we're doing another location here in Oklahoma. Definitely check out our page. A lot more locations still planned ahead. So the history of this bridge is actually a brutal one.
Pretty twisted in the mind.
Kind of messed up story, I guess you could say. But let's give you guys a little bit of history of the bridge. So this is one of the stories based on an online article of this bridge of Dead Woman's Crossing. On July 7th, 1905, 25-year-old woman named Katie DeWitt James boarded a train with her 14-month-old baby, Lulu, on her way to visit her cousin. She had filed her divorce from her abusive husband the previous day, and when her father bade her farewell at the train station, he fully expected her to hear from her upon her arrival. Weeks went by without a word from Katie, and her father hired a detective named Sam Bartell to locate his daughter and granddaughter. And what Bartell found was unsettling. Rather than get off the train and meet her cousin, Katie instead got off in Weatherford, Oklahoma, with a notorious prostitute, Franny Norton. Witnesses reported seeing Norton take Katie and the baby for a ride near Deer Creek for just under an hour before returning with just baby Lulu, who she left at a farm before fleeing. When Norton was finally found by Bartell, she was taken into custody, where she poisoned herself after being questioned. The following August, a man who was fishing with his son in this creek found skeletal remains. .38 caliber gun was found nearby, and it was concluded that the body belonged to Katie, the one who passed away. So that's one of the stories here of this bridge, the Dead Woman's Crossing.
We also found another story as well, in addition to this whole situation with Katie and whatnot. So pretty much similar to what Gio just read off to you guys with that story. Just addition to that, it's saying that Franny was hired by Martin, which was the husband to Katie, and was told to pick her up at the train station and then pretty much get her set up to be murdered, essentially. It was all just a setup. So they actually kind of worked together and then pretty much just end up killing her and then saving the baby, because technically Lulu was then raised by Martin by himself through the rest of the years. So it was just kind of a fucked up situation that he hired someone to kill his wife because of a divorce and then take the child and then raise the child himself. So he pretty much got everything that he really wanted. But then there was a third-ish, I guess, story. Not really third-ish, but they say somebody that was now a man, that was then a boy, he claims to seen Katie and Franny driving in their little, what would they call it, buggy?
Yeah.
And was being followed by two men in a horseback, and the boy was then put at gunpoint and was forced to murder Katie for $25 that she was carrying on her at the time.
And once again, guys, this happened in the early 1900s, so definitely a while ago. While ago.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that man, if he's still alive, he's old, or now it's his grandkids that are alive trying to tell this specific story or whatever of the kid that said that he killed Katie because of that whole situation. But addition to that, even with them men having him kill her for the $25, he was also tasked by those two men to actually decapitate her.
A brutal story behind this bridge.
Mad twisted.
If you guys like these bridge videos, let us know in the comments. This is our second bridge. We actually went to Theorosis Bridge
the very first time,
which is located in our home state, Kansas. Let's turn on the Spirit Talker. We had brought out some equipment with us. We're gonna use the Spirit Talker right now. Turn it on and see if we get any answers that are related to Katie's, you know, death, or anything that's related to this bridge in general.
We come in peace.
So far, it said these words right here. See, keep the camera on. We are here to help, and then out.
Cars coming from all 4 directions. We're all connected. This used to be where the old wooden bridge was at. They actually tore that old wooden bridge down and rebuilt it into this concrete bridge. Demon.
Theosis Bridge, we got Satan.
Satan, yeah, demon all over again.
Does that mean like if any bridge we go on, we'll get that word demon? Or?
I sure hope not.
John.
John. John. John.
I was a child.
I was a child. Will that be fine with you, Lulu, or any other spirit that is here? I mean, you're more than welcome to tell us your name, but are you fine if we put our YouTube channel? Lulu lived. Lulu was then raised by her dad. That's what I was saying, like in one of the stories was Martin hired, whatever her name was, Fancy, or what was it? Hired Franny to kill his wife. She killed herself, so he ended up being alone and raised Lulu alone. So Lulu was then raised, so Lulu still might be alive to this day. We just don't know. So she could have already passed. She probably could be a grandma by now and had her own children. And
that was like the early 1900s.
1909, somewhere on there. That was a good amount of time ago. She could already be dead. So maybe like with her spirit probably comes back to this location because this is like where she probably came by a lot to see or say goodbye to her mom. Because she was more connected through here because... Grandmother. So she was a grandmother. She's a grandmother right now. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. Like how we were talking about, she's probably like old and has her kids, and it's confirming that she's a grandmother. That's cool. I was a child. She is now a grandmother. One thing I guess we did forget to mention in this is like some of the history on here is, as you guys are looking down and looking down over there, it says threat. Threat. Like you're a threat. But like some of the history onto it is like if you come here late at night, you can still hear the mother still calling out for her child, or like kind of looking for her child and things like that. And she was shot in the head by a .38 caliber. The 38 cal. The wind?
Many other souls.
Wow.
Dude.
Fallen or Colin? Fallen. Fallen.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen.
It says, I'm hiding here.
I'm hiding here.
I'm hiding here.
If you guys haven't already. Temperature change right there.
Yeah, it's cold. That's the cold air of temperature. Right now it is getting a little breezy, a little windy, so it was hotter throughout the day. My name is Francis. Francis, my name is Chris. We come in peace, Francis. We mean no harm. It's temperature again. Run. Sound like a sound. Run.
If there are any spirits here next to us, can you come up to this device and touch it?
Christy.
Come up to this antenna, it'll light up colors, it'll let us know that you are here.
And that's just temp. But it's all that wind that's coming through here too. It's 8 hours.
8 hours, yeah, it's a pretty long trip ahead of us. The story of this bridge is pretty messed up, so.
It's sad at the same time, but you know, I'm just getting some of the words off of this spirit talker, like saying little girl and farm, because at the farm is where the little girl was actually placed before the other lady that killed Franny.
Yeah,
Before Franny killed herself. You must stay here. You are not allowed to follow us. We would stay longer, but you haven't set off our REN pop for us. You haven't changed the colors to it. If you would have changed the colors, it would have said a couple of hours and talk to you and communicate, but you can't even set that off for us.
Time to go back home or what?
What we call home for now.
Kansas. Subscribe for more content. Again, we have a lot more content coming this year. Better equipment in the future, so definitely stick around. See you guys in the next location.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time, he says. Peace.